Let's just check our audio and video settings there. Make sure everything is up and running okay. Just check the audio. There we go. We have audio and video. I was worried actually that I updated OBS to the new build, which is 2801, I think. I know people have had some problems, issues with the new update to OBS, so I was kind of concerned whether I would be affected by the new updates and that type of thing. But yeah, a lot of people have reported issues with the new OBS. Apparently, there's going to be a patch upcoming from OBS Studios to kind of fix some of the issues. People have had all sorts of issues with overlays and their stream decks and that type of thing, Elgato stuff. Anyways, enough of that. So my friends, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody is safe and well. My friends, we're going to take a look at a kind of a mod project that I am kind of personally invested in, interested in, and working on. So let me give you a bit of a background. So basically, Giants, when they released Farming Simulator 22, they had the Fendt Katana. I thought they were going to put the Katana 850, the higher horsepower spec model. Whatever reason, they decided to put the Katana 650 into the game, which I thought was a mistake, a bit of a disappointment, So right from the get-go, when the game was launched, I had the idea to make a Fendt Katana 850, but I never actually, did it, as it were. And then a couple of weeks ago, there was a modder by the name of Matt B, who's done a number of interesting mods. He put out his version of the Katana 850. He had multiple configurations, different horsepower ratings. You had a 650. You had a 650 tuned, but had a higher horsepower. You had an 850 and then an 850 tuned, which had, 1,156 horsepower. So basically, I looked over his mod, and the specifications were off. They weren't accurate to the real world Fendt Katana. So I knew that because I had already previously downloaded the Katana 850 PDF document, which lists all the various specifications for the the vehicle. And basically, so what I did was, so when he kind of put that mod out, I says, okay, I'm going to make my own version of the Katana and have accurate specs and specifications and, to the real world machine. So basically, that's what I have done. Now, what I did was, I used the base game Katana 650, right, from FS22. And then I modified the XML and I started modifying the i3D and started adding things and that type of stuff. So what you're kind of about to see is a very, very, it's not even really ready yet, but I'm hoping maybe My Game Steam will release this as a mod sometime in the future. You can actually see I've listed the author as My Game Steam and I have other names at the bottom. So we have the Fendt Katana 850. So the price I have this listed at is 498,500. I've adjusted the weight in the XML to match the real world vehicle, which is 17.5 ton. The working speed is 40 kph. The diesel capacity, so these are based on the real world specifications. Diesel capacity is 1,215 litres, right? The DEF AdBlue capacity is 190 litres. And then there is actually another tank, and it's listed in the specifications. The silage additive tank is 215 litres, right? So that's in the specifications, right? So I go down to the bottom here. Basically, what I did was I looked over, I searched for Fendt Katana, and basically what I do as kind of a standard, kind of a gesture of good faith and respect or whatever. Anybody who worked on a Fendt Katana mod for Farming Simulator 22, I would put into the credit section. For example, we have Matt B, We have LU Gaming, DD Mod Passion, and we have a couple of other guys who kind of provided prefabs, because we're using prefabs as well on the mod. So I'll show you the prefabs. The reason I input DD Mod Passion is so he's got a mod on the mod hub, and basically it's pipe control, right? So you can manually adjust the pipe on the Katana. So basically what I did was I copied and pasted certain sections of the XML for the pipe control. So that's why I've added DD Mod Passion in there to credit him for the the XML entries and the XML work that he did and stuff. And we have a couple of prefabs then as well. So yeah, we have the Fendt Katana. So I've already kind of prepared a little bit of a game save here. So I'm going to take you through it because this, as I said, this is a very, very early beta version. It's not even close to ready, because what I have planned for it is going to require some very serious Blender work, and I am in no way whatsoever able to do any Blender work. So that's why I kind of have to bring in Mr. My Games Team into the project to do the Blender work. And the reason is, my friends, I want to show you here at the back. So basically in this vehicle at the moment, so this is basically the Fendt Katana 650, right? Now in the Katana 650, there's a different engine for the 650 versus the 850, right? Because obviously you have a lot of extra horses, So in the Fendt Katana 850, you have actually a Liebherr engine, right? So it's a completely different design, and also the difference is, see the exhaust here, right? So in the real world 850, there are two of them. So there's one on that side and there's one on the other side. Okay. Now, Mr. Totster, how the hell are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, sir. Great stream today, my friend. So if you don't know Mr. Totster12, he streams on... You stream on YouTube still, Totster? I know you stream on Twitch. If you want to, Totster, my friend, you can link. Let me make you a moderator, and you can link your Twitch channel here if you want to, sir. But yeah, so basically, there's going to be a lot of Blender work to be done on this particular mod, because I want it to look like the real world 850, right? Now, I was watching videos and that type of thing. They said basically, there were reviews of the 850, the real world vehicle, and the width, height, the frame of the 850 is identical to the 650. The only physical difference between the 650 and the 850 is the engine. As I said, it has a Liebherr engine. For that, those extra 250 horses. So what I wanted to do is I want to get my games team. So he's going to basically go into Blender. He's going to have to cut out, see this rear part here, right? So in the real world, right, you can open up the engine, right? So you can. This is basically a panel or a hatch that you open up to access the engine. The two panels here on the side also flip upwards to once again access the engine. So my idea is I want to get this into Blender, right, and take it apart, pull it apart in Blender, and I want to be able to open the rear hatch here and both sides, and I want to be able to do it by either simple IC or mouse control, or with an Xbox controller, that type of thing. So that's going to take a lot of work. And also my games team, then he's going to have to, so see this pipe here, right? So he's basically going to have to copy and paste this piece here and put it over on the opposite side, as it were, right? And he see the grill there, so that grill is going to have to be modified in Blender and changed and everything. So there's a lot of Blender work to do to get this, I don't know if we're going to be able to rebuild the Liebherr engine. For one thing, I haven't found any images of that particular Liebherr engine, and to build a 3D model from scratch is very, very difficult, and it might massively raise the poly count of this particular mod, whereby it could substantially, it'll make it tougher on your GPU if you have a very high poly count model, you know. So we try and keep it within the realms of what, you know, most people are able to run in terms of their GPU. So one of the things I've been doing here, I've been improving a lot of the decals. So I've been working on the decals here. So it's the Fendt Katana 850. Improving the quality of them, upping the texture resolution to 4K. So the decals are going to be 4K resolution. All right. One of the things I added, so this is a prefab from FS19. So these are the horns. All right, so you see the horns? They're a shop option. I added new beacon lights. That's a prefab as well. So these are crawler beacon lights. That's from 22, I believe. What else did I add? I added the aerial for the CB radio, because in cab there is a CB radio up there, as you can see. Look, you can see the little thingy there for, you know, the CB radio. So I added a CB radio aerial. If you go into the shop, okay, so you have your Fendt Katana 850, right? So 847 horsepower. That's the actual rated horsepower. It's not 850. It's 847. So if you look at the base one, right, it says 1,225 liters, and it has 20 liters of silage additive. That is not correct, because I said I downloaded the PDF manual. So it's 1,215 liters of diesel, 215 liters of silage additive, and 190 liters of DEF/AdBlue. The weight has been the proper weight as well, right? So it is 17.5 tons. Okay, that's the way it is in the real world. If you look at the other one, the 650, she's 15.7. Okay, so that's kind of the differences. Now, this is very, very early stuff. There's going to be a lot of changes. So DD Mod Passion, right? So that's the so as I said, I did copy and paste some of his scripting to add the pipe control. So you have standard manual, large manual, extra large manual, standard automatic, large automatic, and extra large automatic. So if I get the extra large manual, I can just kind of show you kind of the DD Mod Passion thing. I need to turn on my help window. So you unfold it. So the unfold process here is actually just moving that nozzle in and out. That's all it does. And then you can manually move this around. Right? So that's kind of the manual thing. Now, I don't know if I'm going to implement that into the kind of the final mod, as it were. You know. So basically, as you know, these pipes here are automatic. You know, Giants have them set to automatic, but some people might want the manual version. But at least with the DD Mod Passion scripting that he did, you know, he gives people the option for standard or automatic, or manual and automatic. But that's kind of that one there. Right. Now, one of the things I did as well, so as I said, I did watch real world vehicles. If you watch the videos of the Katana 850, they have the speed sign on the back. Right? So I moved the, see these red reflectors, moved them a little bit, gave me enough space then to add the 40 kph sign. And I actually have so I've got two versions of this, right? So what I've done is, so I have two versions here. You have the Fendt Katana 850 40, which is basically a 40 kph speed, road speed, which is 24 mph. But I've also added another option where you have a 50 kph option, right? So you basically have an object change here. It goes from 40 to 50, right? So that will give you 24 mph or 30 mph. So it's kind of a choice. So the air horn up here is a shop option. Right? You can say yes or no, right? So eventually, you see that. See the aerial for the CB radio. That will be a shop option eventually. You just kind of have it there at the moment. Another thing I'd like to do, I'd like to be able to put dual wheels on the front. Right? Get dual wheels on the front here. And maybe extra wide wheels, that type of thing. Floaters, you know, that type of thing. You see the warning signs. So these are European warning signs. You know, the red and white warning signs. I want to be able to take those off. and be able to create a US kind of configuration, you know. So we'll have kind of an orange warning triangle and maybe the American flashers and that type of thing. So there are a number of things that, you know, I can do with the mod to kind of, you know, alter it, switch it up, you know. I said I've already kind of altered the beacon lights and that type of thing. So here's your kind of mod here. So what I did was then is I took the base game Kemper header, you know, the Kemper 390. So basically what I've done with the Kemper 390 here is I stripped out, so in the kind of the base game Kemper 390, let me show you, right? You have all sorts of options. You can change your temperature type to class, Crown, Fendt, New Holland, that type. So there are different object changes, right? So basically I stripped all that out. And basically, you only have one attachment type now, which is the Fendt. At least I hope that's the right one. Let me check it again, just to make sure that it is the right bloody one. So that's the Fendt one there. All right. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of that actually, because I want to see that and make sure it is the same. Yeah, it's the same. That's good stuff. All right. So basically, what I did as well was, so see these, it says Kemper at the moment, right? So that's going to be changed, right? It's going to say Fendt, right? So I'm going to change all the decals. And basically this kind of header will be changed to a Fendt header. So one of the things I also did in the i3D file, I've set all the colors. So this is Fendt red. This is a Fendt green, new green. It's a Fendt grey, right? Fendt green. The blades and that type of thing are also so the blades underneath here are a Fendt yellow, right? So basically I've used Fendt colors to kind of, you know, match it up and that type of thing. So yeah, eventually it'll be a Kemper headed, but it'll be branded and colored by default to Fendt colors. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. Another thing I did is with some of the other headers. So I've modified another mod here, right? I want to show you this. So this is the so this is the pickup grass, right? Grass picker upper. Basically, I've made this with Fendt colors. So Fendt green, Fendt red. So that's modified. Eventually, there's going to be all sorts of excuse me. There's going to be Fendt decals on this. There's nothing at the moment. They're hidden, so that's why you kind of can't see them. But yeah, that's hopefully what I'm going to try and go for. So there's going to be a lot of modifications, even in the cab. I'm going to be adding things into the cab. For example, the fire extinguisher and some other stuff. You know, maybe a second monitor in here as well. You know, an extra monitor. And you know, we're gonna do a few little things to kind of spruce it up and change it up and stuff. You know. So yeah, there is. So as you can see there is a warning here. The shader parameter base 7. So I'm gonna have to failed to load shader parameter value or material base. So yeah, some of the you know, this is not done. It's basically beta. You know, so I'm gonna have to change some stuff here and get rid of all the warnings and make sure it's done properly. But yeah, that'll be easy enough to fix. But so as I said, it's very, very beta at the moment, you know. So we have the crawler lights here as well. So eventually, when you select these horns as a shop option, you're going to get a better, more beefy, you know, beep sound, you know, proper beep sound for that kind of thing. So, 850 horses, is it? Sorry, 847 horsepower. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm kind of doing at the moment myself. It's my own little kind of side project, as it were. I'm very surprised that Giants did not put the Fendt Katana in the base game. I don't know why they didn't, but maybe, you know what it was? I think when Giants released Farming Simulator 22, the Katana 850 actually wasn't available. It wasn't in full production. So that's probably the reason why they, you know, it wasn't available. The 650 was only available for sale at the time. But you know, they have a good relationship with you know, with can I go over here? Obviously, Giants can always release a, you know, an updated Fendt, you know, with a 650 variation or whatever. You know, that may happen. So, you know, Giants have been doing updates to various mods. You know, they've updated recently with content update number 5. They improved some of the class equipment, fixed some visual errors with the decals, and, you know, making it more accurate. So hopefully, as time goes on, that Giants will continue to, you know, update and improve the various mods and models and stuff like that, and make them more accurate. But yeah, that's kind of the one of the things I'd love to do as well. So there's a drum. So there's a drum inside here. Look, see that drum? Right. So in the real world, this drum actually spins. Right. So I'd like my game Steam to well, he'll have to pull that apart in Blender and put an animation on this. So, and there'll be different speed rotations as well. So kind of, you know, in an idle mode, it will spin slower. And then when you're harvesting, you know, it'll spin faster, that type of thing, you know. So it won't be like a constant rotation speed. It'll vary with the, you know, the power usage or whatever the whatever the hell you call that. It'll adjust with the, you know, the engine power and the horsepower. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on at the moment, you know. But it's very, very early days. It's going to take a long time to get this, you know, kind of up and running, as it were. And, yeah, so that's kind of what I'm hoping to put out in the future. So this aerial actually moves as well. So it actually flops around. See that? Look. So as I said, you have an option if you want to go a little bit faster. I know people like to go a little bit faster. So this goes 30 mph or 50 kph. And you have your 50 sign at the back as well. That's kind of cool. I like that one. And it's a really, really good harvester. I like the Katana a lot, you know. I like in the FS19 I had the Fendt Katana 85 mod. It's a very, very good mod. I don't know if people use that in 19. There's other stuff in here as well. So in the real world, you know, there are animated parts in this engine from the, you know, like the belts and that type of thing move, you know, and they, you know, they spin. So, you know, maybe you know, my game Steam can get all the belts and everything animated and moving. I don't know if they actually do. I don't see anything moving in there, but yeah, there are belts and that type of thing, so, you know, pieces move. Hopefully we can get those, you know, working and animated, you know, and that type of thing. So that's kind of that one there. So I've been so as you may or may not know, the John Deere Land 710 by My Game Steam is now officially out. It is out on the quote-unquote interwebs, dodgy websites and that type of thing. I did fix the beacon light option. I'll actually show you. So I've been using this Katana here to plow this field. Katana, John Deere 710 I should say. Just go over here. So version 1.2, I would imagine it's probably going to be the final version. Depends on what happens. But yeah, there you go, my friends. Look, the beacon light is not working, which is awesome. I did the bloody thing wrong, so you know, I learned a few things about how to freeze the transform. So when you're reducing the size of the i3D, so basically this is a prefab from Farm Sim number 19. So it was too big, physically too big for this tractor, so I had to make it smaller. And basically what happened was I forgot to freeze the transform, and that's why the light was not reflecting off the building. So my games team educated me into what I did wrong, and then I implemented the fix, as it were. So I guess I want to show you underneath here. So we made a slight alteration to these warning signs. Basically, in the kind of the preview that I showed on Friday, there was a little bar that came out underneath here and went into the so it was a little holder piece. Basically, we deleted it because it's no longer necessary, because this warning sign is bolted. It's 4 bolts. It's bolted to the frame here, so that extra kind of metal piece that we had was no longer necessary. So basically, we deleted that. So it was superfluous to our needs, as it were. And the i3D model didn't need it. So yeah, if you watched the video from Friday, you will have seen the new version 1.002 of the John Deere 710. You have the new American style blinkies, warning flashers, and they actually reflect on the ground as well. Those are for the American players, you know. And the beacon light was requested as well, you know, by people, so I stuck that in there, you know. I'm a big believer in choices and options for people, you know. So as you may know, Giants have released version, or the content update 5. Now I know a lot of people have done the whole Valtra thing, but you know, Giants have made some substantial changes to the models. You know, they're not copied and pasted from 19. They have made some genuine new additions. For example, there was no 3-point option in the Valtra A from FS22, or sorry, FS19, you know. So they added a 3-point, and they've added weight options. You know, there's more options available in these trackers now than they were in, let's say, the FS19 version. Obviously, we got new wheel options. They've changed other things. They've changed the lights. You know, as far as I'm aware, these are the manufacture year 2023 versions of these tractors. So once again, they're not the same as the 19 versions. They have actually been updated to MY23, or manufacture year 23, as per Valtra. So that's probably why they were not in the base game from, you know, at the launch of Farming Simulator 22. You know, it's not that Giants fell out with Valtra or whatever. I think Valtra wanted their 2023 models in the game, you know, because, you know, the previous models were you know, they were older, you know, from older years and that type of thing. So yeah, the only thing that's missing though is the Valtra S. So the Q is the brand new tractor. So we got the Q. This goes up to 305 horsepower. What's interesting about this one here is that you have a front loader attacher with this. So you've got a second option now. So this is 305 horsepower with a front loader. As far as I'm aware, the only other tractor that has a front loader attacher in that category is the, I think it's the 8S. So yeah, the 8S has a 305 horsepower with a front loader attacher. And prior to that, it was the 6R, I believe. I think it was the 6R that had the 300 horsepower vary. Yeah. So here's the 6R. Yeah, and that was 300 horsepower. So we're kind of into that. So basically, got the Valtra Q here, and I've been using the this is a mod hub mod, Case IH, the straight plow. And basically I've been plowing this this field here because I'm preparing it for the kind of the next kind of crop and that type of thing. Growth. So I still have I've still got this piece here to do. Let's see. Let me just take a look around here. Have I finished this field or what? So yeah, there are stones. So let me just take a look here and just make sure that it's all plowed. Now we're going to have to pick up the stones off this field. I think that's actually done. So I've got my stone picker here. There's another mod hub mod. That is the 9 meter or 9.5 meter version of the Elo. So the Elo Scorpio, which is a stone picker. I can't remember who did this mod. I think it was Bullet Bill or I don't know. It's a mod hub mod. I don't remember who did it, but it's an awesome mod. You know, if you're doing stones, it's definitely the best option in my opinion. That's not, you know, there are other mods out there, but they're totally cheating, you know, and the you know, they're not done very well. I think the modded version is probably the best implementation of this kind of, you know, having a wider pickup for stones, because he's physically you know, extended the you know, these pieces here, you know. So that's kind of why I recommend that one. Yeah, it is a very good mod, Toxter. He's done a very, very good job with it as well, you know? And it works very well, you know. And you know, if you wanted to, you could add some. If you want to do extend, or you know, the I think it holds like 2,500 liters. If you wanted to, you could just adjust the fill unit in the XML. So basically you could make it hold 10,000 liters if you wanted to, you know. So you know, if that is an option for people, you know. So yeah, I do like the new cube tractor. It's a bit of a space age, this thing. It's got an awful lot of bloody screens on this thing, and you need a PhD in to run this bloody thing. It's so advanced. Yeah, no, I don't have the reverse drive version. I know that that's an option. I bought this tractor, so I didn't need the reverse drive functionality on it. Maybe a little later on when I earn more money, you know. So I bought a couple of fields here, and basically I've been preparing the fields so I can plant. Oh Jesus, that's just bad farming right there, my friends. Put it down. God dang it. Buttons, Richard, buttons. Let's get a line this up. There you go. Right, so you know, in terms of mods, I really, guys, I really don't have anything else. I know there is a SMI modding team. They have a website. You know, if you put in SMI modding into Google, basically they have a 4K version of this this X70 tractor here. So basically, it's just higher quality decals and you know, that type of thing. It's the same as the mod, or it's the same as the mod hub version. It's just, you know, the for quality and performance reasons, they have to kind of reduce the texture quality to, like, you know, I don't know, like basically these are 4K textures, you know. So if you wanted a high quality version of this particular mod and you have the kind of the GPU horsepower, you could go to the SMI modding team and you can download 4K versions of these mods here. So we have this tractor here, the four-wheel drive series. It's a standard white tires, narrows, which you get some very nice custom frames. Look at those frames, look. They're beautiful, look at those. Standard, wides, and then the narrows. So that's going to be excellent for your vine harvesting. Design, we have a long pipe and we have a short pipe. Oh, we have all sorts of things. So long pipe, short pipe. We have an open pipe, 45 degree. Oh, that's a 90 degree. We have a long pipe. So yeah, very nice options there. Look. Cabin layout. So we can put a cabin on this. Oh, we can. We could put the arc protection or arch protection. Put a canopy. Ooh, nice canopy. And a beacon light. Very nice. And put that on it. We can put all sorts of options. Original attacks. That can't be right. That should be attacher, not attacks. So you have original and then you have a modern. So you can kind of change it there. Go up the original. Engine setup, do you have 570, 57 horsepower, 67, 100? So you've got 100 horsepower here, pumped. So that's kind of an unrealistic kind of thing, but you know, you might need something like that. And then you have color options. You can change the color there. No, I do. That's kind of an older, kind of dark, kind of orange. I like that. I like that orange color though. That's that. Yeah, that looks nice with the canopy here, which is kind of a cream color. So yeah, SMI modding team. As I said, it's identical to the modded version. It just has higher quality textures, basically. Ah, yes, it's Black Sheep Modding made the stone picker. Thank you very much, Cecil. Appreciate that. Yeah, SMI modding team did this one. Very, very nice mod, you know. High quality model. It's in Italian. Basically, if you're playing the Italian map, the Italia Emilia from Edo Modding, this is kind of a base game, a required mod. You know, you need this mod to play the game, you know, because it's part of the starting fleet, as it were, you know. My sounds are very low. I don't know if anyone else notices that. The volume is very, very low. What is going on with the volume? Or is it just my headset? Hold on a second. Have I just... Wait a second here. Maybe it's just my... It is. It's just my volume control. Bloody thing. There we go. That's better. Whoa! Yeah, very, very nice tractor. He's done a really, really good job with that one. So, it's the yeah, look, so you can see the spinny, so the fan belt is animated. The fan is spinning inside. It would have been nice if you could open the engine here, or the hood, you know, that type of thing. I'm not getting any option for that. And it doesn't have simple IC or anything like that. But, you know, it's very well modeled. So he has the so I think he's actually kind of tuned this light. So this isn't the kind of there's a hint of yellow in this, I guess. It's not quite the Lands yellow, which is kind of the old halogen color. I mean, these are quite old tractors. But that's kind of the older style halogen yellow. Whereas this one is a little bit more, you know, but there is a kind of a hint of yellow. But you know, different, you know, the color temperatures of lights are particular to each kind of tractor. So each tractor, you know, the lights on them would generate their own color temperature, you know? In the real world, that is. 20 mph, not bad. 100 horsepower, should be able to, you know, do anything, really, you know. So we have the Care tires and that type of thing in this thing. So then they had 4K versions of their Ermo pack. So see these. So these are base game modded versions, but these are the 4K versions. Right. So once again, it's just higher quality textures and decals. Right. That needs 100 horsepower. Okay. I wonder will this work? It should. Oh, it's a cultivator, okay. Let's see will this actually work. What do you mean no field found? The hell? I swear to God that the workers on this Farming Simulator 20... Oh, jeez, that's... They're awful. What the hell, dude? Oh, is it just going over it again? Hold on a second. It is changing the ground texture, though. But look, it won't recognize it. Okay. It's probably... I don't know. I don't know what that is. So yeah, once again, if you wanted the 4K version of the Armo pack, you can get that from the SMI modding team website. So he's got a number of mods there that are 4K versions. He's got more coming soon. So yeah, the care wheels do work. So she's struggling a little bit there. What is the... So this is 6 mph. She's a little bit slow, you know. She's gonna need more than 100 horses, this tractor. You're pushing the limit there, basically. And there's some wheel slippage as well, look. So she's struggling with that. I wonder if there's anything else there. That's 150 horsepower. That's, oh my God, 450. Jesus Christ. 450 horses? For 3.5 meters? Are you freaking kidding me? What the hell? Oh, hold on a second. It's 350, 400 for 5.5. That's still insane. For 5.5 meters, 450 horsepower. That's incredible, like. Jesus. So yeah, the Armo Pack 4K version, as you can see. Look, okay. Down here, then we have the MAAG pack. So there's a number of mods. Again, ModHub mod should be identical. It's just a 4K version. Alright. And so what's this? This is 340 horsepower. 4 meters only? Jesus. 4 meters again. 5 meters. What's this one? What is that? Don't even know what this is. A mulcher? Oh, it's a mulcher or a roller. Okay. Mulchers or rollers. Okay, so and it probably has a it probably has different functions then with the mulching and rolling. Yeah, not worth you need there are plenty of other mods out there that can give you you know, the case, you know, the case Egertil, this thing. You know, this is 8.5 meters and this is only 310 horses, you know. So, and this is a straight plow. There's no bullshit. You know, you don't miss any pieces with that. You know? So, did I miss anything? Let's see if I missed anything on the ground here. Say we've got a few pieces up here at the top that I missed, or the worker missed, I should say. So this is my OCD kicking in here. I have to make sure that I get all the little pieces. So I gotta be honest though, I'm not the biggest fan of Valtra. Something about the tractors, I just, you know, their design just doesn't really appeal to me, to be perfectly honest. But you know, it is nice to have something new. You know, I know there are Valtra fans out there. Yeah, when it comes to my fields, I'm extremely OCD. So even if there's like a little blade of grass on the ground, I've got to pick it up. You know what I mean? Or it'll just bother me. You know, I've actually been sometimes where I've been, just doing farming offline, and I've had a piece of a field not done, or I just hop on hop on the laptop and just do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, we've got a few little pieces there. What we may need to. So, right, look at that. Look, there's some spots there turning up. Right. So I need to plow that. Yeah, hopefully we get the Valtra S, because the Valtra S is the most powerful Valtra tractor. So that's like 350 horsepower. I don't know why Giants chose not to include it. Maybe they didn't want it competing with the Valtra Q. Maybe that's what Valtra said to them. We want to, show off and highlight the Q. Not have it overshadowed by the more powerful S. You never know. You drive across for one corn stock. I've been known to do that as well. I don't know. I'm sure you guys will know the phenomenon of invisible crop. When you look on the map here, right, and you can see like there's little pieces, of something missing, but it's not actually showing on the field itself. So I would go back and, you know what I mean? I would pick up the invisible crop, as we call it. I'm sure you guys know what invisible crop is. So let's see that now. Is it gone? Oh, shit, I made it worse. So my games team and myself, we are actually working on another project. We're not, we're not kind of discussing exactly what it is, but we'll kind of give you an idea. Basically, we're working on something for the Platinum DLC, or the Platinum expansion, Silver Run. So we're going to have a mod, and it's going to be ready for launch day. Right? So it'll be ready when it comes out that day. And we'll be putting a mod out, and it'll be designed for there's a piece of equipment that's already been revealed, right? So what we're designing is designed to work with that piece of equipment, specifically designed for it. But I'm not going to say what it is, but on launch day it'll be out, and it'll all make sense, as it were. Yeah, and it's going to be cool. Yeah, we are currently working away on that at the moment. Now that the land 710 is done, So, oh son of a bitch! There's one piece missing. God damn it! Where the hell is that? Okay, what am I missing? So yeah, I'm looking for. I've got pumps and hoses pre-ordered. My code. I don't know if I'm. Honestly, I don't know if I'm actually going to use it. But I bought it just to support Giants and whatnot. I generally buy all the DLC. I mean, shit. I bought the bloody I bought this shit. Look. So this is a genuine code. So I bought the little model. This was like €30. So it's like a little model kit, and you get the code for the Porsche Diesel Junior in it. So I think it was like €35, like shipped to me from Germany. So you know what I mean. That's I'll support Giants. Hell, I've got the beacon light bloody thing as well. The season collector's edition and whatever. I've never used it. Never bloody used the thing. But I bought it just to support Giants. Is that still showing up? Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, Okay, I'm in the right direction anyways, so I'm gonna have to continue on down. So yeah, this is definitely OCD right here. Yeah, there's some going to be some good equipment hopefully with the Platinum DLC. You know, a lot of it hasn't been revealed yet, but I do know of some stuff that hasn't been announced. I know of at least 2 pieces of equipment that haven't been announced, but they've kind of been discussed, you know, on the interwebs, you know, in the dark reaches of the interwebs, you know. So, for example, and then DJ Goham kind of revealed this himself. We have there's a Volvo, a logging forwarder. So giant scan that, right? And it's an old classic logging forwarder from like the 60s or something, 50s or 60s. So as far as I know, we're going to be getting that. And there was a few other pieces of equipment in that video that were also scanned as well. So the eagle-eyed among you, if you watch DJ Goham's video, probably see what's going to be. I don't know. God damn it! I don't know. I can't get that piece. Anyways, let's move on. Let's fold this. Oh, we need to empty this thing. Where is the where's the bloody where's the stone crusher on this map? I don't know where that bloody thing is. My goal for the Platinum DLC is I'm gonna deforest the bloody map, right? So if there's 20,000 trees, I'm just gonna cut everything down. That's my goal for that map, just to deforest the entire thing and just see what it looks like with no trees. There is actually a 4X version of this map, Elm Creek. There's one by Stevie, and then there's another version as well. But there's a few problems with that mod, or those modded maps. So I kind of been, you know, I haven't actually used them. It's got a few little issues that you know, I think need to be fixed. I mean, there's literally no point in selling stones because you get no money for it. I really think these stone crushers should have been modified and adapted for lime, you know? So it should spit out lime somewhere, or pallets of lime or some shit like that, you know? There's just no money in even, you know, bringing the stones to get rid of them. So they have the Giants had these LED beacons on the Valtra Q here as well, which are nice. Nice sound internally as well. So get some frame rate drops here while we load in the textures. See how good my skills are here. Oh, oh, oh! You know what would be awesome as well? You know these internal monitors? You know, I'd love for Giants to have these like fully functional, because they're just static objects at the moment. You know, they don't actually do anything, but some of them do. Some of them display information, but you know, I think they could do much more with the in-cab versions. You know, Virtual Farmer loves to go in cab. I know other guys do as well. But if these screens were some way more interactive, where you could actually, you know, with your mouse or whatever, you know, you could move your mouse over the screen, and you could click through the menus, and you could see all the different information, that type of thing. You know, I know that there are kind of versions of that with the, isn't there some kind of a Android app or something isn't Farm Sim Guy, doesn't he have some kind of mod or an Android app where he has the display screens and that type of thing? With the map, Platinum map, I look forward to the map landing in my backyard. Yeah, it won't be too long now. It's only like a couple of months away now. So I've got some spots here I need to do. So we have pumps and hoses soon as well. I don't know if I'm going to actually use that mod. I really don't. So I bought it just to support the Vertex guys and whatnot, but I don't know if I'm actually going to use the damn thing. You know, it's a mod that is I'd say it's going to be quite technical. You know, it's definitely more for the European players, specifically the German players. You know, because that kind of slurry system and then the hoses, and that's used much more in Germany than probably any other countries. So I don't think it's going to be super popular with, say, with the US players. And I do like the idea of these configurable BGAs. I think that's a good idea. We're getting new BGAs that are going to be have new animations and that type of thing. So there's going to be a lot more to do with the BGAs. They're going to have a lot more functionality. And there's probably stuff that they haven't revealed yet either. In terms of the capabilities of the there may be new gameplay aspects that we're not aware of yet with this pumps and hoses. They haven't revealed all of it. It's yeah, the sim dashboard. That's right. That's what I was trying to think about. Sim dashboard. Yeah. So that's something that giants maybe should consider. Create their own app, right? An Android app, right? And no, not necessarily copy, but kind of replicate the kind of the ideas of the sim dashboard, but have it, have giants develop the app and have the information then kind of validated and given the blessing by the various manufacturers. So John Deere could help, give them some assets, I mean, to replicate their, I'm sure John Deere have their own apps and that type of thing where you could replicate some of the kind of the functionality and look up the stuff at least. There we go. Oh, there's a small piece at the end. I generally don't use sprayers. I prefer to use the solid fertilizer spreaders. I don't think there's much value in terms of money for doing the liquid stuff. If I was doing liquid, I'd probably use a self-propelled one. That's it there, I got it. Well, I just felt like doing something a little bit different. Don't know if you noticed the in-cab sounds on this tractor is actually really nice. Very nice. Sounds really good internally. You can hear all the hydraulics and everything. Oh, you even have a mirror at the back. Oh, I never noticed that. Look, there's a mirror at the back. So, another thing I think that Giant should implement as a default feature is opening doors and windows. Right, so you should be able to open these windows and doors by default. The the bonnet or the hood, I think that should be an option as well. That should be able to open and close. For whatever reason, Giants don't do that. So what do we need now? Do we need to roll? No, we've done the rolling. Have I done rolling yet? Hold on a second. What is my field status? So that is cultivated. So she's fully done. So I don't know what we're going to put down on the crop. cedars. I don't know what I'm going to use. See that? I'd probably use this one. It's a little bit too small. What's the horsepower? That's 165 horsepower. Do I have anything in that range? You guys want me to use any kind of tractor or something? Let's see what we have here. Oh, I have another mod I could show you guys. I can't remember where I got this mod. Where did I get this? I can't remember. So this was I can't remember who put this out. I wish I could remember his name. So this is the John Deere 730 Premium. As I said, I don't remember where I got this, honestly. 730 Premium. So this what do we have here? We have a 151 horsepower, manual plus power shift, 265 liters of diesel, 32 mph, 6.7 ton. And we have various options. We have Continental, Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, BKT, Bridgestone. So you get Continental by default, which is not normal. You normally get Trelleborg. So wide, narrows, okay, narrows. Rear twins, twinsies, twins all round. Back to standard. Trelleborg gets standard, wide, narrow, rear twins, twins all round, so kind of same option. Standard, rear twins. They look beefy as AF, the size of those bloody things. Twin wheels, and then standard. Mitas standard, rear twins, twins all round. BKT standard. So you kind of get the idea of that one there. So Continental. I'm just going to go with the wides design. We have standard. Without front fenders, so you can take the fenders off. 3-point, we can put yes. You can take it off. 360 kilogram, 1010, and then the 3-point. We're going to go with that one, I think, for now. Cover, standard. So we can put the beacons on this thing, standard, or take them on and off. The front loader attacher. Ooh, okay. So that's quite an object change right there. So maybe John Deere, yeah. And it puts a little box in it as well, look. I don't know what you call that. Utility box, whatever. And it puts all the connection hoses on the side as well. For the purpose of what we're doing, I'm going to leave it off. So we have the 730 Premium Power Quad. Then we have a 161 horsepower, 185, 196, 209. So 209 is the 7530. And then you have your license plate. Now there are a number of versions of these John Deere Premiums out there. So I can't remember where I got this, but I know I downloaded it for a reason. I don't think it has any simple IC or anything. It doesn't. Just take a look inside. So there are other versions of this mod with simple IC. You can open the doors and windows and that type of thing. So just kind of take a look at it. I wonder if there's any errors in this thing. Yeah, there's some warnings coming up here. The premium look. Given attacher joint index 5 for power takeoff, output 2 can't be resolved into a valid attacher joint. Okay. So I haven't used this mod before, so I wasn't aware whether it had any issues or anything. But yeah, I mean, that might not be too hard to fix, hopefully. Just take a quick look around this thing, I guess. See and make sure everything works in it at least. 1 1, 2, 3. Beacon lights. Yeah, the Sub 30 Premium is I think it's an American tractor, even though it doesn't have any of the kind of the American warning signs or decals or triangles or anything. Looks pretty good though. Transparent grid. You have your engine inside. So the steering wheel goes down. That's nice. Custom engine sound. Appears to work in it. Seat suspension, pedals, the usual stuff. Everything seems to work. Nice. Everything moves, look. 13 mph reverse. Gear shifting. Not sure about that seat. See that seat? Look how plastic looking that seat is. Look at the reflections on the seat. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that seat. Look. Looks very, very plastic. So this is another mod hub mod. This thing. It's the Alpega Jet X. I do like Alpega. There's a 4 meter working with this thing. There we go. Nice animations as well. I like that. That's nice. Yeah, but yeah, it's leather, but it looks a little bit too glossy for my taste. You know, it just looks a little bit false. You might be able to change the material type of that to make it a little bit less shiny, I guess. I don't know how I'm going to do this now. Any preference for crops? Gonna do sorghum just for a change. So there should be plenty of horses in this tractor. It's 209 horses versus 165 in the back, and you have a rear weight as well, so it should be hunky-dory. So we're planting that there. So we'll just check it out there, make sure we're doing everything. So do we need to roll this? Oh, we do. Look, it says needs rolling. God damn it. Bloody hate rolling. So yeah, what else do we have? Do we have anything else? I really don't have. I don't put too many mods, in my kind of base game, as it were. So like the TLX32, that's for Italia Emilia. The McCormick pack. For some reason, this mod has been removed from the mod hub, and it hasn't returned. I don't know why. So this is a mod hub mod. I don't know why it was removed, but it hasn't returned. So I downloaded it from another website just to make sure I had it. What else do we have? The John Deere Lands. You guys have seen me review the John Deere Lands already. Don't really need to go over it again. The tools there as well. So the Amazon D9, you need this for Italia Emilia. The Caffini, this is for this is on the mod hub. So I have this as well for the Italian map. All right. The Class Volta. I've reviewed this before. Have you guys seen this one? The tether. So this is a My Game Steam mod. See a 13-meter class tether. Awesome mod. You can download that from the usual websites. What else do we have? And then just the DLC. I'm sure you guys have. Do any of you not have the grape liner, the Era grape liner? If you haven't used it, I would highly recommend that you do because it's awesome. This thing really is good. She's struggling with that, look. So one of the great advantages about this particular harvester is that so you can there's a window below you, right? So when you're driving over your vines, right, you just kind of look down at the ground here, right, and you kind of line it up, and then you can it just makes it easier to keep the line, with the the vines, because there are obviously collisions on the vines. So it just makes harvesting grapes a lot easier. It's much better than the New Holland grape harvesters. First to finish was in real life it looks like that. Oh, at first, and then the sheen wears off over time. Yeah. So yeah, it kind of shows you that this little tractor here. She's got 100 horsepower kind of boost mode. It's not realistic, but if you wanted it, you can. But it's a nice tractor. The lights are come on and everything. Look. Hazards. Yeah, the other lights there, look, so they come on as well. Is that the hazard? It is, look, so that light is from the hazard. All your connection hoses at the back, Nice little mod. So that's the 4K version of that that Fiat mod. So there's two kind of things that come with it, I think. Where is it again? So yeah, you get the 2-wheel version, or you get the 4-wheel version. All right. So whatever takes your fancy, that type of thing. And that, my friends, is kind of it. So not a huge amount of gameplay and not a huge amount of mods or anything. Just kind of looking around and kind of showing you kind of what we have planned here for the Katana 850. So very early days. Once we start doing the blender work, as I said, the engine in this thing needs to be completely redone. I can't remember what branded engine, but the 850 has a Liebherr engine in it, so it's just a completely different design. So there's going to be a lot of blender work. As I said, eventually, as I said, what I want to do is I want to be able to walk up to these panels here with simple IC and be able to open and close the side panels, open and close the rear panel here and that one there, and have a proper Liebherr engine and a double exhaust at the top, and make it a proper Katana 850 basically. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for. But yeah, early days, my friends. Anyways, my friends, I think we're going to leave it there for now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed some of that. We have been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes. I think that's probably a good point to leave off, as it were. So, my friends, thank you all for tuning in, and God willing, we shall see you again in the next stream, whenever that may be. I have no set schedule. It's whenever when I moved, or I feel like it, as it were. But for right now, my friends, we're going to say thank you. Take care. Bye bye.